with us this morning. Diana, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yuki, Erica, good morning to the both of you. The rain's been coming down out here since yesterday, but unfortunately, that is not the problem this morning. It's the floodwater, which is what officials were really worried about last night, and they've been keeping a close eye on. I spoke with the mayor this morning, and what's really concerning to them is they've never seen it this bad. We literally woke up and we're surrounded by water this morning. We're at Lamar, the hotel we've been staying at, and starting at about 5 a.m., that water started creeping up. The high tide was at 8 o'clock this morning, and that's really what they've been worried about. With each passing high tide, the floodwaters are just getting higher and higher. Now, it's been a few hours since we last saw high tide, so the waters have started receding a little bit, but nothing compared to what they need to be. So they're really planning on seeing record levels of flooding here with this storm surge. I'm just going to walk into the area where we saw those people just a few minutes ago. The police came by and they actually evacuated them. There are a lot of locals who have chosen to stick around, and police have asked them to stay out of the flood zone areas, but they were walking around this morning taking some pictures, and it wasn't long before an officer came by and told them to evacuate immediately. And as you can see, this is why. This is literally the driveway to our hotel. This is where we drove our trucks in last night, and it was dry ground. So this is the major concern. Right here is Pittsburgh Avenue. That's Beach Avenue. That is the main drag right around this peninsula where all the hotels are. And there's at least 4 feet of water right now. We've got all the street signs underwater. Last night, just a few blocks from here, the ocean actually started breaching the storm wall, and that's when the water started spilling into the street. That's exactly what we're dealing with right now. Now, we do have a few homes along this street. So far, they're okay. But as this storm progresses, we're going to see these waters rise maybe as much as 4 to 6 more feet. And if that happens, we're going to start seeing some major flooding to these homes right along the coastline here. So there's a lot of concern today. In fact, the mayor and emergency management are having a briefing right now at City Hall. Unfortunately, we can't drive our trucks out of here, so we are not able to make that. But I've been on the phone with the mayor. I've been in contact with him. He's continually updating me on the situation, and believe you me, they are keeping a very close eye on it here. The flooding is such a great concern here. They say it is a very good possibility that all of Cape Island could be underwater by the time this storm has come through. So, you know, as we've been talking about all morning long, we're still several hours out, and this is already what we're dealing with. The next high tide is really going to tell what kind of situation we'll be in here. So we're monitoring the situation for ourselves. We're not entirely sure that we're safe. We're about 100 yards from the beach, and I can tell you those waves crashing this morning were something awesome to look at. This water is coming in, it's coming in fast, and it is furious. So we're keeping a close eye on this situation out here for everyone else. We can assure you that we're keeping an eye on the flooding. A lot of people in this area, the ones who are closest to the beach, have evacuated. It's more of the people who are inland on the peninsula that have decided to stay and stick this out. So we're in touch with emergency management. We also are in touch with the fire department, the police department. You know, they're here. They've been keeping an eye on this storm, and they're really just waiting. They're waiting to see what Sandy will bring. So that's the very latest from Cape May. Of course, we'll see you back here in a few minutes as we continue to keep you updated on this storm. Reporting live, Diana Rocco, CBS 3 Eyewitness News. Erica, Yuki.
Yeah, the awesome power of Mother Nature can also be very, very dangerous.
Agreed.